Welcome back, guys. Today I'm doing something really different. I'm going to do a not quite abandoned tour of this mall. I'm in my town. I'm in Decatur, Illinois. We're at the Hickory Point Mall. And why am I doing a not quite abandoned tour? Well, this mall is like a lot of Midwest malls. A lot of empty stores in it. You never know how much longer it's gonna last. A lot of empty buildings. Definitely it points in spots in there. It feels like a relic. It feels like it's the year 2000 again. That was 22 years ago. But then there are some stores that are still kicking, that are still going good. I've seen several of these malls around that are way more empty than they were 25 years ago. I've seen a few where they took and decided it was more energy efficient and cost effective. They actually pretty much remodeled the whole place, gutted the inside hallways or whatever you want to call it, and made it like a outlet type of mall where they don't have to pay the energy to heat the entire building, to cool the entire building. Because there's a few stores in here that are doing good, but there's a lot of them that you don't know how they're staying open. So I don't know what's going to happen. And when this place is gone, and when all these malls like this in the Midwest or in these smaller towns are gone, you might be able to find a couple clips of the heyday where it was really busy here or there. But I think we would even appreciate to have like a thorough review, a thorough tour of the place, even in its dwindling years. Like I said, this mall is still alive. So let's say this mall is gone, then we'll even look back fondly on today. And so this is kind of an in-between spot. It is a little bit more worn down than it was. It's a little empty, but there's still some life left in it. So let's get that documentation. So that's what we got here today. Documentation before it's gone. So with that being said, let's cue the 80s montage. I've loved this. This was a Bergners, and it was open up until about, I think, the year 2020. I don't remember exactly when it closed. And I always loved coming in here because it definitely reminded me of the 90s. And this entryway is just weird. It's enclosed in there. See, this makes it feel like an abandoned mall now, doesn't it? But it actually had this shrubbery growing even when they were still open. I don't know if we can see through the dirty glass here into the store. Yeah, this place, it was fun and sad at the same time, this Bergners, because it definitely still felt like the 90s in there, the style, the decor. But you go upstairs, it had 2 floors, and like they had like black curtain type partitions, and they closed like half of the area because they didn't have merchandise, they weren't selling stuff. So it just had a real awkward feel, and you could tell it was dying. I don't know, what do you guys think? You think I could do enough woodworking and lease this Bergners building and fill it with some of my pallet wood projects and manage to pay for it? And the upkeep, there's an elevator in there. I'm sure that doesn't cost anything to maintenance or whatever. So yeah, we have some abandoned and not abandoned. You have the abandoned here, or it feels that way at least. Just think a few years back this loading dock was actually used. And then Kohls is still kicking. Kohls is alive and well. Kohls is like the last great department store in the Midwest, I feel like. All of us moderately small Midwestern towns got a Kohls, and that's where you go to buy all your clothes and stuff, I feel, if you're not buying them off Amazon. I mean, Amazon's definitely king, but Kohls is pretty awesome too, isn't it? Let's move along. You know what, guys? I used to work in a mall. It would have been around 2005 around 2004, 3, 4, and 5. I worked in a mall. I worked at Aero Postal. I hear a trash compactor. That reminds me of when I worked in the mall. You know, you go back in that little alcove that us general public don't go into. That's the back hallways of the smaller stores. Compact your trash, throw their stuff in the dumpster. Good times. If you've never worked in a mall, you're like, what the heck are you talking about, dude? But if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We are on what we would consider the back side of the mall. Although this is quite possibly the most popular entrance to our mall. And I think that's going to change soon. I'll explain that when we get inside later. I do believe this taller portion right here in the middle was a movie theater at one point. That was before my time. I never saw the movie theater here, but that'd be really cool if it was. I think those movie theaters in the mall were great, you know? Go hang out in the mall, maybe. How many times do you guys think I'm gonna say mall today? My goodness, I've said it a lot already. But you know what I'm saying? Like, go hang out, hit up the food court, and then go see a movie, whatever. Over here, can you guess? I'll give you 5 seconds. What was it? What was it? A staple of all malls in America. 3, 2, 1. It was a Sears. You remember going to Sears? I remember, man, I loved going into Sears. That's like when I first started to discover I liked tools. Go around the mall, going to Sears, you know, they had Craftsman. Oh yeah, Craftsman, it's a lifetime guarantee and stuff. Although they're always kind of expensive, I think. But I remember those days. It was like my first adult store I enjoyed going into. Are there any Sears left, or did they all close? I'm not quite sure. Sears Auto Center. Now, I can lease and set up shop selling pallet wood stuff in the Bergners and have 2 floors and have an elevator and a really cool entrance. Or I could get the Sears building, be on the back side of the mall in your own little spot and have this cool glass showroom, maybe the main body of the store mine. I'd have to build a lot of pallet stuff, but have these bay doors. Open them up in the summertime or the springtime. What else could we do with this? Let's have some imagination. Let's play and have fun. What else could we do with this place that'd make it unique and cool? Sports bar? Show all the major events. Super Bowl party. When's the Super Bowl? February? Have this bay area here and have some you know, heat blasting down from the walls and heat it up. And it's not really big. Not a real big auto shop area, honestly. I bet it looks like the mall uses it to store some of their stuff, their maintenance, their lawn maintenance and stuff. But yeah, call me weird. It's not the first time I've been told, but that's what I like to do. I love going to these old buildings that are empty and being like, man, what are we gonna do with it? I would probably, let's say I became a millionaire or a billionaire, probably wouldn't stay one long, because I do a lot of dumb things like buy buildings like this and fix them up just to put stuff in and be my own personal grown-up playground. America's, can you see that? Let's see. Put you all the way up to America's car care place. Die Hard. Just kind of fun. And yet again, our eclectic, our retro throwback vibes. JCPenney Styling Salon package pickup. Even had an automatic door. And you can see in there that it has seen better days. But hey, you can stand right here and stay out of the rain for a minute. And now that we've seen the abandoned outside, let's see the alive and well outside of this mall. So over here we got Hobby Lobby. You've been there with me before. We went there for my Hobby Tree Challenge video. You should check it out. Hobby Lobby's doing great. No issues there. TJ Maxx, pretty popular in this town. I like TJ Maxx, I don't know about you. Kohls is probably our #1 department store. You know, it's Midwest people. We love the Kohls stores. I don't know why I said that. The Kohls stores. Do you call it the Kohls stores? I don't, but I just did just now. Anyways, Von Maur. I love going in this place at Christmas time because it reminds me of Christmas when I was a child and doing the department store thing and shopping the mall for Christmas presents. There'd be somebody in there playing the piano. Awesome vibe to that store. Definitely doesn't have a whole lot of clothes that are my style, but boy, does it take me back. I guess that's why I like malls, and that's why I want to do this video today. That's definitely weird, and you're like, what are you doing, dude? So for perspective, I want to share with you guys that it's 10:30 on a Monday morning. So I think any mall you're not going to get much more of a time period where it's going to be less busy than this. Got that mall decor feeling. And of course, there would have been some advertisements up here that I think is a cool concept for Decatur, though I'm concerned that it might not be doing for Decatur. I'm concerned it might not last. I've never come here. It's a trampoline park in the mall. I don't know when it's open, probably just on the weekends. Actually, you know what, let's find out. Close on Mondays 4 to 8, so 4 hours, and then Saturday it's open throughout the day. I'd be curious to know if on Saturdays if they get very many people here or not. What would a mall be without a finish line? Let's go see if there's anything good in Ross. Let's check out Ross real quick. Boo. Halloween is coming. I got some fun ideas for Halloween, guys. Stay tuned for those. Fall is near. I'm so excited for fall. I love summer. The fall is a good time too. Is that a good price for this rug? I don't know. I mean, it looks kind of cool to me. How big is it? I have no idea how big it is. It's big. It's a big rug, that's what I know about it. Hello, pumpkin. Love never gives up. That one is thankful. It's time, pumpkin. All right, let's get back to it. More Reese's. What's this? What's this? It was a Master's Cuts. Master Cuts. I don't know if it's still open or not. That one's empty. That shelf's empty. That shelf's got to look like, I feel like it's closed down, but they left all their shampoo. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe this is a private owned shop. Women plus men plus kids. Remember opening these gates? If you were a mall worker, unlocking the gate, not crawling, but raising it just a little bit and then crawling underneath it to get in. So this is a cool little shop. I haven't been here or anything, but this lady's kind of living out her dreams, living out my dreams. Not specifically, but you know, doing what she wants to do, doing her thing. So anyway, she's by appointment, I believe. Yeah, she's like a rental company, wedding rental, you know, maybe not just, I don't want to limit her to weddings, but event rental. And I got a feeling she's got good taste, good style. Cool little wagon. So I mentioned to you guys a few minutes back that this entrance that we're walking up to was one of the more popular ones in the mall, but I think that might change soon. So it is right by one of the Kohls doors, but a lot of people, if you're going to Kohls, go straight in from Kohls. The other thing about it that's popular, this is our one and only Panda Express in town. And It's very busy. It's really popular. It definitely gets a lot of traffic. And like me and my family, we'll come out here, we'll get Panda. We'll either sit inside or we'll sit right here. And then Raylan, you've seen her in a ton of my videos. We'll play around in this little kids area for a bit. Very, very small arcade, but you know, it's there. And then there's a Taekwondo place right over here, which is very popular. The reason I think that it's going to change is this Panda is building and it's still on mall property, it's still in the outer parking lot, but they're building an outside standalone, you know, restaurant, drive-through and all that stuff. I think that'll give them a ton of business, but it's going to slow the traffic of the mall a little bit, you know. Now, while I'm walking, let me tell you guys, I just got stopped a minute ago by the mall security and mall building maintenance management, and they were kind of asking me what I was doing. These guys were super nice, so no, I'm not complaining. Don't take anything negative from it. I'm a small YouTube channel. I'm not used to this, and I wouldn't have known better. They told me that they don't generally allow videotaping within mall property without prior authorization. So they said next time call the management office and get authorization first. They were super cool about it, and they said I could finish today, but I just want to tell you, don't follow in my footsteps if you're watching, and definitely call them first. You know, when I worked at Aeropostale, that was like our big rivals. My manager, the store manager, it was kind of like a running joke. She's like, those are the bad guys. Don't look at them when we walk past them. So, a little history. Hibbett Sports. When I was a teenager, like all these sports stores, I've grown out of that, but that's where you wanted to go. That's what you wanted to do, was go in there for your tennis shoes and your Nike t-shirts and your Bulls jerseys, your starter jackets. You guys remember the big starter jackets, the pullover ones with the pocket in the front? Charlotte Hornets, that's what I had. City Drip. I don't know if this is private or if this is a chain franchise type of thing. Good looking store though. I know you know what this one was. Once Upon a Time, Hot Topic. This is a lovely little privately owned shop, local shop, Pedals. Let's go check it out. Let's see what they got in here. That guy's cool. You creeping me out. Hello.
If you need any help, just let me know.
Sure will. Got some garden flags and so right around here is where Santa usually sits during Christmas time. Last I knew, this big store here was a mattress shop, but I never saw anybody in there. It always made me wonder how they stayed open, and we have our answer. We're right here in the center of our mall now. A little artistic water fountain area. It's kind of cool. You see speakers. This is where we're not quite abandoned. We're still active and alive and doing stuff at this mall. They have some performances every once in a while, especially around Christmas time. You'll see shows, little groups, musicians, whatever, doing their thing here. What would a mall be without Auntie Anne's pretzels? I've never been here to Cocoa Day. Korean food, frozen yogurt, bubble tea. Sounds good. Sounds cool. And I promised you guys a little bit of Von Maur. I told you, if any place in this mall makes you feel like it's 1995, it is Von Maur. That's still some good merchandise. So depending on the time of year and the time of day, not Monday morning obviously, sometimes you can find somebody playing with piano here. And this is what's great about Von Maur right here. When your wife is shopping, And you can sit down on the couch and just hang out for a few minutes and look at your phone, check the score of the game or whatever. So I just want to give you a little taste of Maur because, but it feels like a department store in the 90s. This reminds me of my childhood. All right, and I'm back on the tour. Shoe department encore. Probably the best place in town to get your shoes, I'd say. This was, oh yeah, it's off the wall. They moved. That was off the wall. They're still in the mall, I believe. We'll check them out. And there used to be a GNC, another one of those mall staples that no longer is in this mall. And then of course you have your main entrance to Sears, which would have been back here. I'm just not going to go into TJ Maxx, but figure it's doing well. It's a good store, gets plenty of business, but it's always got a lot of cool stuff. I love TJ Maxx. I feel like I could do an entire video just walking around TJ Maxx showing you guys stuff. Now we're going to go down to one of Kohls, my stepson. You've seen him in a lot of my videos helping me out. This is one of his favorite stores, probably in all of town. Off the wall. He likes anime a lot. Got a lot of weird, interesting anime type stuff. A lot of pop culture, bands, all kinds. There's actually a decent little sports section in here. Get yourself a Hawkins High School t-shirt if you wanted to buy. Hey, you could buy Wonder Woman for $22. I kind of expected it to be more than that. I don't know why. Although it's video game Wonder Woman. Injustice. It's not Gal Gadot. Is it Gal Gadot or is it Gal Gadot? I always said Gal Gadot, and then recently I heard somebody call her Gal Gadot, and I'm like, well, I've been saying it wrong for like 5 years. This place smells like incense. So if you're still into incense, I mean, I was into them in the 90s. If you're still into incense, come get them here. It's definitely a place for that. There is Gal Gadot. Oh. Or Jack Skellington. I was about to tell you guys who has space in their house to like buy things like this and set them on shelves. And then I thought about my garage and how I have like old oil cans just sitting on shelves and things. So it's all about what you like, right? Plenty of different knives and swords and blades. And a mace or whatever you call that thing. Oh, this was an eyebrow place. And why do I know about an eyebrow place, whatever it's called? Because for $5, my wife used to go there and I'd stand outside and like in 5 minutes they take this like string and they'd put it and hold it. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And they like, I don't even know, they like shave their eyebrows off with a string. Yeah, it was right there. It was only $5. Like maybe that's why she did it. I don't know, but it's gone now. I guess now she's got to do her own eyebrows. This is a cool looking little, very small corner angled shop that might be good to rent for something. Like I said, you're right next to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is doing very well. That Hobby Lobby's got no issues. They get plenty of business. So set up shop right here. People go to Hobby Lobby, especially if you got an artsy craftsy type of place. Hop out of the Hobby Lobby and come in there. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for today. I hope you like this tour. I enjoy the mall. I enjoy even coming to this mall still. Like you saw, we got some shops. I didn't even take you into Kohls. It's still busy. I didn't take you to TJ Maxx. It's still busy. I didn't take you to Hobby Lobby. It's still super busy. So don't watch this video and just be like, yeah, that place sucks. It doesn't suck. But someday, it might not be here anymore. So today we're here to appreciate what we got left, explore, and just kind of check out and see what's not alive and well in it still. And like I said, document before it's gone. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.